Welcome to the $1 Million Blueprint with Karen Pedetti, where we can talk about the honest truth about either starting a business or growing your business to the $1 million mark. I will give you a roadmap that provides you with the ideal client or buyer, financial wisdom, marketing, branding, leadership, and so much more. Thank you for joining the $1 Million Blueprint. I hope you enjoy the episode. Welcome to the $1 Million Blueprint with Karen Pedetti. I'm so excited about today. Today I have with me Allie Christopher, and I actually stumbled upon her, and it was one of those great connections right away. So I have BA Badass clothing line, and it's for a foundation for kids with ADHD that my youngest daughter had. And when she was diagnosed, I didn't really know anything about it. And one of the things that some children with ADHD, they don't go to college because it's usually tough. They generally will follow different routes, such as maybe apprenticeships or things like vet tech, where there's a lot of on-hand teaching. BA Badass is to help sponsor kids with ADHD and for their further education. So I was looking for somebody that really understood clothing, what was hot, what wasn't. I'm kind of old, so everything I like, people always look at me like, what the hell is she doing now? So that's when I met Allie, and we met her, me and my managers, and we hit it off really well. And so she really helped me reinvent what I was trying to do, and it was much more successful. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Oh, good. I'm excited to have you too. So first of all, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and we'll start there.
All right. So my name is Allie. I'm from Daughters of Faith Apparel. I do mama and mini clothing. That's how we started. I started on December 31st, 2020, and we've really elevated from there. I have tons of mama and mini stuff on my website, but now we also do embroidery for small businesses such as Karen, and it's been so fun to work with them and figure out their visions and their color palettes and really bring their vision to life.
So now that we know that she reinvented my whole clothing line, which I will definitely say was a huge success, and saw where I had started, I have to say it was an amazing transition, and all the clients and stuff loved what she came up with and what we were doing now. So it was a huge success. So how did you get started in this?
So I started when my daughter was 1, and I was going through postpartum, and I really wanted something that I could connect with other moms with. And so I started the business wearing our hearts on our sleeves, so putting our motherhood like at the forefront of our mind and connecting that way. And a lot of the moms really responded well. They were super vulnerable, and we would talk in DMs, and it was also a business, so it worked out for me, and I loved it.
Yeah, so anyone out there who ever suffered from postpartum, it's real. I didn't even know how bad I had it till after I went and talked to my doctor. And he goes, Karen, why didn't you call me? And I just was like, oh, I thought that was normal. He goes, no. Yeah. So for anybody out there who is clueless and dumb like me, reach out to your doctor. It's a real thing. And then what happened?
So when we transitioned into embroidery, I was actually in Miami on a business meeting, and I met with my wholesaler, and she was doing all these different customs, and I was kind of learning from her, and I realized it was something that I needed to do myself to kind of cut out the middleman and be able to do like custom orders for small businesses and put their names on sleeves and different things like that. So I ended up purchasing my own machine and learning from the ground up that way. It was very challenging. It took me like 6 months to figure it out and get all the right products and threads and stabilizers, but it ended up being one of my biggest successes.
Isn't that funny how sometimes your biggest challenge or hurdle becomes your biggest success?
Yes.
And your biggest growing opportunity? That's really cool. Very
Yeah.
amazing. So you learned very quickly, like, I want to do all of this, didn't you?
Yeah, I really wanted to take over the industry and be able to do it myself. I mean, it does take me longer now that I'm doing everything myself, but I think once I build a team around me that can kind of push along with me, we can get it done in a very quick manner.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
I can see where you're headed.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, what was your professional journey? Did you go to college? What did you do? And now let's just so everyone knows, she's besides being a businesswoman, she's a wife, a mom. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, so my daughters are very involved in the business. They love it. They're little entrepreneurs themselves. They actually went to the dollar store the other day, bought a ton of stuff from mystery bags and sold them around the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
And they made like $70 from it. So they're little entrepreneurs themselves. But they're always downstairs with me, tracking inventory, looking at things, like
How
sorting
old are
clothes.
they?
They're 5 and 7, so they're young.
I think that's amazing. And just to piggyback off of that, when I first started the spa and salon, my oldest one was 2.5.
Okay.
And so, like, she was there all of the time. And then when we bought this building, we had purchased it. We were in the process of demoing the whole building.
Wow.
And I got a call, and there was a baby that was available for adoption.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was, I mean, this happened in one, I mean, we got a phone call, we went down, we met with them, they kind of tell you what they know, and they ask if you're interested, and you say yes or no right there.
Wow.
And we said yes, and then the next day, they said, would you like to bring the baby home? And I'm like, oh no. No.
Not now.
Well, I don't have anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I had given everything I had to somebody who worked for me at the time for their first baby.
Wow.
The cherry crib, the whole everything. I'm like, and it's like, no, I have nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. So we picked up the following day.
Oh my
so then
gosh.
we're here in this building, and I'm carrying her around, and I'm writing the electricity where I want electric.
Oh
and
my
putting the
God.
signs on the wood to tell them where to put it in all the rooms. So it was crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome though. So she's always been a part of it.
Oh yes,
That's
yes,
great.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
great. I love that.
So I love the fact that you're a mom and
Yeah.
you have your girls with you, and they're right there doing everything. I truly believe that when you're a strong female, a business owner with young girls, I think it's huge for them.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, they have this unwavering confidence that I noticed that they can just do anything, be anyone. And that's something I really want to instill in them, that when you're picking your career in the future, make sure it's something that you are so passionate about. Because you can sell anything, but if you're passionate about it, your sales are going to skyrocket.
I totally agree. That's one of the things I tell both of my girls. Make sure you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then I also tell them, and make sure you can make a living that you want to live.
Yes.
Whatever lifestyle that may be, that you can support it.
Yes, I love that.
So that's really cool. So Allie, tell me, did you go to college?
I did not. I went to cosmetology school.
Wow, no wonder your hair and makeup always looks really good.
Thank you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
So the business aspect, was that hard for you, or?
So after cosmetology school, I realized that I needed something, and I did work at a salon for a few years, but I needed something that I'd be able to stay home with the girls and that they could be like super involved with. And so like we realized childcare was about to get really hard. And so it wasn't until after like a year after I had her that I decided to start Daughters of Faith. So I was doing it in the midst of my postpartum, but I also feel like it helped me mentally a lot.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love that story. Now, if you could do, looking back on your journey, if you could do anything differently, is there something you would do differently?
So I thought about this question a lot, and I don't believe in regret. So I'm going to go with no, because if I had the same opportunity that I did 4 years ago with the knowledge that I had 4 years ago, I would make the same mistakes or decisions again. And some of my mistakes have been my biggest successes. So I think the answer would be no.
I love that. That's really good. What was your biggest struggle / challenge in your journey so far, and how did you overcome it?
So when I transitioned into embroidery, I was actually using a broken machine. So I got it off Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't realize it was broken, and I just thought it was me. So I was trying for 6 months of tears. I was trying to figure out what is wrong with this, different stabilizers, different threads, like all of it. When I upgraded my machine, I realized that the other one was broken, but it helped me so much because now I perfected everything. I can take apart a machine, I can put it back together. I know how to do all the mechanics. I actually watched people take them apart, put them back together in person. So now I feel like I could fix it at any point on my commercial ones.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, it was very valuable. So it ended up being a good thing, even though it was so hard going through it.
Now, so you bought it broken?
Yes.
Do you think the people knew?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
I did not resell it. Good. I got rid of it.
Yeah. You know that saying, karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's terrible.
Yes.
That happened. So now, what is your, you kind of hinted to this, what is your business plan to move forward, and when or how will you know you made it big?
So moving forward, we just finished our whole basement demo and we moved downstairs. We're trying to get productivity, everything faster, like I was saying before, time management, turnaround time, all that. So I think building the team, getting more people that can work, like right now my employee works nights and I work with her on those nights, but I want a team during the day so that when I'm not there, when I'm focusing on my girls, they can be embroidering downstairs. And I think making it big, I think that that's different for everyone.
Mm-hmm, it is.
I already feel in some ways that we've made it big, and then in other ways I'm like, the sky's the limit. So I guess both.
You know what? And as life changes and the girls grow up and they get, busier in school and sports and things, it kind of goes up,
Yeah.
You have your high points, your valleys,
Yes.
and it changes. And I think that's one thing I love about owning my own business is that, it's my schedule. I get to make it. And I will always say my girls, my family will always come first and foremost.
Love that.
And actually, as far as my employees with kids, I've had people have to run out of this building for something, and I'm like, just go. Or many times, twice I've had to, I wouldn't let them drive because it involved one of their kids, and they were really upset. And I'm like, get in my car, wherever we're going, let's go.
That's amazing.
Because I truly believe kids should always come first, and so I love that. What do you want to achieve? Like, is it something to pass down to your daughters someday? Is it something you may not even know, maybe want to sell off? I mean, what do you see down the road?
So I just see getting bigger, taking over the small business industry. When people think of embroidery, I want them to think of me. And I guess my goal is to just keep going and keep doing it. Like, I love what I do. It's my biggest passion, besides the kids, obviously. And I love that they're along with me. And the older that they get, they can be a part of it more and more. So I just think it's a lifestyle. Yeah. I'm achieving a lifestyle.
Yeah, I love that's perfect. That's well said, too. So now that you have a family, husband, he's working, you're working, and what do you do to create work-life balance? Because that's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if I put a man doing what I'm doing and what you're doing, they would crumble. So I see my husband try to do a few things at once. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's a lot. And it was way harder this past summer, having them home full-time while managing the business full-time. But now that they're in school from 9 to 3, that's usually when I work. And like I said, I'll work after they go to bed too. So I'll usually work from like 8 to midnight on certain days, not every day, because obviously that's not attainable.
Yeah.
But so we have our hours, and then in the hours that I'm not working, I'm fully present with the girls, and we're doing things, piano, violin, seeing movies, like we do everything. So we're just having fun, and I try to maintain like work when I'm working and hang out with them when they're home.
That's good. Yeah, it can be tough.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that you do, you've involved them into your business, and I think that's huge. And honestly, I really think that's such an amazing thing that you can do, I can do, because we're teaching our kids work ethic.
Yeah.
what hard work is, what it looks like, but you're also accomplishing something. You're seeing the results.
Yes.
And I do believe my daughters benefit from me doing what I do, for career choices, for just values in life as well.
I agree. Yeah. Same with mine. Like, I think they're learning so much from it, even at a young age. They know the value of $1. They save, they reinvest, in their own businesses. So, I mean, it's great.
That's very cool. Very cool. The one thing, though, my daughter who has ADHD is horrific with math. Horrific.
Oh.
Horrific. So if I say, Peyton, here's $20, and if you buy that for $12, how much are you going to get back? She goes, oh, Mom, why do you do this to me all the time?
You're like, I'm trying to help.
Yeah, that's what I say. And she goes, I'll just give them the 20, and whatever they give back is mine. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Whatever they give back. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Oh, yeah. So, for any of you who see Peyton coming, better be fair with her. What advice would you give somebody that, first of all, went through what you went through and you decide you want to do this business? What advice would you give someone like that? And then what advice would you give someone starting out in a business? Doesn't have to be your business, like in a business.
So in my own, what I did was I did a brand rep affiliation program. So I had moms, I gave them a discount, like a 20% discount. They would buy, and then my only requirement was to share it if they loved it and tag their code. And so that is how I got like through the motherhood community. And I would say you have to do that just to get known organically. Mm-hmm. That way you're not spending a ton of money on Facebook and stuff like that, ads. But for any business, I would just say go into it with a confidence that is almost cocky.
Oh, yeah.
But it will drive you and get you through the hard times when no one's liking the posts, when nobody's ordering. Like, you need to hold true to your own confidence.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And honestly, there are times I know for fact that I would be like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? I put all this money into this business or into this building or into this clothing line, this book, whatever it may be I was working on at the time. And then I'm shaking my head thinking, oh, I just spent all this for what? What am I doing? Second guessing. And you have to have tough skin.
Yeah, you do. It's
and
true.
And I also believe, one thing I believe is people who love you because of what you've done, how you did, and all that. But then there's the other component. People are so jealous of you that you've had to deal with a little bit. Have you had to deal with any of that?
Not yet.
Good. Very good. In the beauty industry.
Yeah, I was going to say the women.
Yeah, in the beauty industry, it could be very, very rough.
Cutthroat.
Yeah, cutthroat. So I hope you never get to experience that. But I do find, like, women who are entrepreneurs, who meet other entrepreneurs, I think everyone can learn something from somebody.
Yeah,
I
true.
truly believe that, and that's why I love interviewing people like you and stuff, like your story, your journey, and things of that nature. So I think that's really one of the things I love most about my podcast, is being able to share amazing people and having them have the opportunity to share their story. Because, again, I met you on a fluke.
Yeah.
On a fluke.
Right.
And it was just like, where have you been my whole life? Kind of thing. So it's game-changing.
Yeah, I'm so thankful to be here and glad you had me.
Oh, yes. Well, I've been bugging you long enough. So what is your biggest reward that you get from doing this?
I would say, like, making people happy. I love, like, creating and cultivating a vision. And, like, when we were first talking, when people come and they don't exactly know what they want and they have me use my creative freedom, like, that's what I love that. And it's truly my passion.
Yeah, you are excellent at it. And I'll share with everybody. You were like the fourth or fifth person we had come in and talk to us. And I had two gentlemen come in, and they were so busy trying to sell me shirts, pens, sneakers. I don't want to sell sneakers.
Yeah.
That notepads. He wasn't listening to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I laughed and I was like, that was an hour of him just giving me a presentation, telling me everything he could do for me. And he had no idea what I wanted and where I wanted it to go. And the same guy came in and he was a typical pushy salesman. Like he knew more than me. Well, he did. That was his business, but he had no idea what my vision was behind it, what I was trying to really accomplish. And then you came in, and I'm like, okay, listen, this is where I am now. This is not good. I know that. I want to get somewhere here. And you're like, oh, yeah. So you want to do this, and you want to do that. And then you're like, how about colors? I'm like, and you're like, no. How about that? No. How about we put something big on the back? No, that's out too. How about across their ass? Nope, that's out too.
But I feel like I try to listen, and then we can like come to like a happy medium. Especially if you ask. If you already know, like you're like, no, I want this, and this, then I'm like, let's do it. Let's execute it.
I needed that somebody who's like, this is a vision, but I don't really know how to get there, but this is what I want. And I wanted that. I mean, I needed, because I'd have some black and white thing that said badass across my ass.
That's fun though. We should make one of those just for you.
Yeah,
just
that's true.
A one-off piece.
Yeah, because I thought that was hysterical. And we laughed, and then I was like, no, really, I'm serious.
I love that.
But our end product was gorgeous.
Yes, it was.
It was really gorgeous. And she came up with like, we did sweatpants, shorts, t-shirts, what do you call it?
The varsity, the big varsity lettering.
Yeah, the big varsity lettering. When she said that, I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like, and then the thing on the sleeves.
Yes, little decals.
Yeah, the decals on the sleeve, and I'm like, something big across the back. And you're like, no. How about? I'm like,
dainty. Yeah, little something.
Yeah. So thank God for your experience, because
it was so fun.
I wouldn't have sold anything if I kept going the way I was going. So it was a huge, huge hit, huge success, I have to say. And again, like, I knew what I wanted, but didn't know how to get there, and she directed us all through that and stuff. So thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, because you did make it successful. And it wasn't me. I had the idea, but I didn't do anything else.
Sometimes you just need a little help along the way.
A little. I needed a lot of help.
Just a little tweaking.
A little tweaking on every little portion of that.
It was fun. I loved it.
So I thank you very much for being there.
Of course.
So what advice are you going to want to give your daughters?
So the biggest thing that I think that I want them to take away from it is to do something that they love, their passion, and learn how to make a living off of it. And I think that's what they see me doing day in and day out. And I think it's what they're starting to do already. They use those little like perler beads, and they sell those at school, which I don't think they're supposed to do, but hey, make $1 here, $1 there. It's fine.
See, they're young entrepreneurs. I love that.
So just creating and living life creatively.
Yeah, you got to give them a tax ID. Probably when they hit 21.
Exactly.
That's funny. And for the next 3 years, what do you want to see happen with you, your life, your goals, your kids?
So I think just growth and getting better with time management, getting better with speed, fluidity. I want to cultivate our business so that we can be the best out there. Just like when you think of embroidery, you think of Daughters of Faith. We're the fastest, we're the most efficient. We understand your vision. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Now, if I was going to do a blurb, those things that go wrong at the end of the show, you're so calm, composed, and you talk so nice. What do you look like when you get frantic? Do you ever get frantic?
Oh, yeah. Sweating, crying. Yes.
Okay, so you're human. That's
yes.
Good.
Human. Very human.
Like, just those of you who can't see us, I've had to stop this recording 4 times. Because of me, not her. She's just waiting patiently.
Oh my God, I'm trying. It's nerve-wracking. Going in front of people is always nerve-wracking, but it helps when you're talking about something you love.
That is true. So thank you very much for being here today. Is there anything, tell them, how can they get a hold of you?
So through Instagram, Daughters of Faith Apparel, or our website, same name. Email's the same. Very easy to get a hold of. We'd love to work with your brands and understand your vision and fully execute.
Yes, and I give her a 10-star approval rating over and over and over again, because I've seen a lot of your work.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen a lot, and I'm like, damn, that's good.
Thank you.
I wish I stole that idea. I like that. So honestly, Really. You came in with such a different approach, and it was refreshing, and you were just like human. You weren't trying to push or sell or anything, and just honest.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing, and I think that's one of the reasons you're probably so successful, is because of that. You're not there to sell them.
No, we're just cultivating a vision.
Yeah, and I love that part of it. So ask anybody out there who's looking for somebody. She's here. Follow her on
Instagram, Daughters of Faith Apparel.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I love seeing you. I love seeing your new things and everything that you've been doing. I want to meet your kids. And I want to see them grow up and become mini yous, because I think they got a great example. You're a great mom, a great entrepreneur. So
I
best
appreciate
wishes.
that. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I was so excited. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our podcast today, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care. Bye.